Hello there, welcome to the first of many model training videos that I'm going to put out. I was just sitting here and thinking about questions that models commonly ask me, and a big one is consistency, and that is something that I can speak about all day because I personally struggle with it as well. Even 6 years into my career, there are days where I'm just not consistent. There's weeks where I'm not consistent. I fully understand how being inconsistent can impact your career, so we're going to talk about it a little bit. We've all heard the term consistency is key, and it sounds like something that your grandma would tell you about working, right? Unfortunately, in this industry, it is 1,000% accurate and it is so needed. Consistency is key. And that is how you reach your goals and you find success by staying consistent. There are many reasons why models might be consistent, whether it's they have children at home or mental health things, or they just simply struggle with it. And I completely understand that. I relate to part of that. And that's why I really want to make this video, so hopefully we can kind of figure it out together. As someone who struggles with consistency, let me just explain to you the effects that being inconsistent had on my career. I'm currently in a phase of my career where I am very consistent with cam. Even on weeks wherever I'm struggling with it, I still at least reach my minimum, which I think we should all aim for. I have been on many different cam sites. I've had cam sites die. I've had cam sites have 20,000 viewers in it. And I'm not saying this to hype myself up. I am just explaining to you that I have been on a ton of sites and I've seen what happens when you're inconsistent. Back whenever I was younger, I'm 24 now, I started camming at 18. Back when I was, say, 19, 20, 21, I would join sites, I would be super consistent for a few months, and I would see incredible money. I'm talking $1,000 days, or even back when I wasn't making a lot, having a $500 week was insane to me, right? Like that was really hard to get to, and it took a lot of time and energy to even get to that point. But what would happen is I would get super comfortable with that money and I would say, okay, cool, so I don't need to work anymore. And that's not what it is at all, because then 2 weeks go by of me not camming as much because I'm coasting on that $500 paycheck, and there's no more $500 paychecks coming because I let it go. So instead of going $500, $600, $700 paycheck, I went 500, 0, 0, 250, 100, and it was really hard to build it up. Now, it's not impossible, so if you're at a phase where you did that and you're like, oh shit, I need to fix this, you can totally rebuild. It's just going to take effort and time on your part, and it can be hard in the beginning. Something that I recommend for you to do is choose a minimum amount of hours that you want to stream a week. Now, for my studio, we have the 10-hour minimum. If you're one of the models of my studio, you know this. 10 hours is because that is the minimum amount of hours that I believe it takes to build something. You can definitely get by and grow and build with a 10-hour minimum, but if you're really wanting to make that crazy webcam money and you're wanting to see crazy results, I suggest 20 hours a week, if not more. Personally, for me, my goal is 20 hours a week, and there's some weeks where I hit 16. There's some weeks where I'm not doing that good and I only hit my minimum 10. But having a goal that is realistic to you, because we're all different. You might have, like I said, kids at home, another job, things like that. As long as you are hitting that minimum goal for yourself, even on your hard weeks, you're winning and you're doing something and you're building something. And on those weeks where you feel like you can push it and go a little harder, push it and go a little harder. You know yourself. You know yourself way better than I know you. What I recommend as well is making some sort of schedule. Now, the beauty of this industry is that we don't have to have schedules, right? You don't have to send a schedule to me or to your campsite and say, this is what I'm working. Don't worry, I'm going to show up. No. But that can be hard because we have to hold ourselves accountable. You have to. Accountability is such a big part of being successful in this industry. You have to hold yourself accountable. So whether that's getting a little whiteboard, you can't see mine, but I have my little whiteboard over there, and I write my income goals every month, whether it's doing that or writing out a schedule every week, something that will motivate you to get on and feel like you're accomplishing something is very needed. If you're just logging on whenever you feel like and coming and going and not really taking it seriously, I mean, you're not investing the time and energy that you need into yourself and your career, because you can make much more at 10, 20 hours here than you can at a minimum wage job. And that's why a lot of us choose this job. But if you're not doing that, it can be the opposite. Sadly, it can become the opposite. and you can start making less than you would at a vanilla job. So I don't want to see that happen to any of you. Obviously, I want everyone to thrive and grow. Another thing that I recommend is choosing a specific time that you log on. And like I said, not saying schedule because I know not everyone can do that. I'm definitely not a schedule type of cam model, but choose a time where you're on most commonly. So for an example, I like to cam 4 or 5 days a week. I really love taking my weekends off, and so Saturday and Sunday probably won't see me online. But what I like to do is 3 days a week, I'll kind of be on at the same time. So 3 days a week, I'll usually stream from like 5 to 10 p.m. Now, sometimes it's slow and I log off early, but let's just say that is a general idea. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm on 5 to 10 p.m. My regulars know that they can find me there. I get returning customers coming back, and that's kind of just like my slot that they know they can see me at. But the other 1 or 2 days a week, I choose a random time to log on, whether it's 12 o'clock in the day or 1 a.m. or a different time that I'm just not used to, because then it leads other people to come and find me. So people that are in the UK, in Australia, or people that just simply aren't on during my targeted time. And it really helps grow a viewer base there. And so those days where you're bored and you're like, oh, it's the same people every single day, I'm so tired of it, those days kind of spice it up, and I just like using that method to find new regulars. So basically, just give yourself rules. Report to yourself. You are your own manager. I can teach you, I can guide you, I can help you with whatever you need help with, but I can't log on for you. You need to do that for yourself, and you need to find the drive and work ethic within yourself so that you can continue to grow, because I know that you can. I know you can do it. Something that really helps me in time of inconsistency is getting inspired and reaching out to friends that are in the industry. If you're with my studio, you probably have 30 friends that are in the industry now. And getting inspired that way, or watching other models. Go on the front page and watch that top model and see what they're doing and get inspired. Don't use other people to feel like, wow, I could never be in that position. Use them as fuel to work harder, put more energy into your career, because no matter who you are, no matter what you look like, if they can do it, so can you. There have been so many times where I look at top models and I'm like, I look nothing like them, I don't have the same body as them, but I'm right next to them on the front page because I put that time and energy into my career, and I know that you can do it too. So I don't want to keep you too long. I kind of just wanted to use this as a little bit of inspiration and insight on ways to be more consistent. I can definitely go in depth in more videos if you guys would like me to, but I hope that this helps, and I hope that you're having a really good day.